amazing.
How are you doing? Welcome to Graham Radio.
Excited to be here.
See, one thing I love. Thank you so much, Amanda. Here's some water.
I appreciate it.
Of course, Matt. Welcome to Graham Radio. I love a spur of the moment thing like this. Cheers. So you're coming here from Miami.
Yeah, I'm from Miami.
Yeah,
From Colombia, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, originally from Colombia.
Born in Miami, raised in Colombia.
So give me like the brief synopsis. So we met in 2021 because of DJing, and you are a professional DJ.
Yes, I am.
So explain like a day in the life of Matt. Like you're here in Tampa because of DJ engagement.
For real, yes.
Right. So like, give me like the highlights of a week in Matt's life.
Well, honestly, I've been trying to really focus right now in music production because I think that's literally what's going to take you in the next level. I really have a couple of releases that are coming up. I actually have an EP that is coming in, I will say late August, that's going to be called New Era, that is going to be containing 3 tracks. So I'm really excited about it. I'm actually here in Tampa because I have one of my really close friends that they were looking for a DJ, for a private event. So, literally when I noticed that I was gonna come to Tampa, I was like, hey, I need to reach out to Graham because like everything that I see in his Instagram and all the stuff that he's doing is amazing. So that's the reason I'm here.
Well, thank you, man. I mean, for the listeners in the background, I do want to let you know that my air conditioning is currently being replaced. So if you hear some very loud power tools, it's because I've been very, very hot in this apartment for the last week, and they're finally replacing my air conditioning.
It's literally just to keep the environment really like different. You know what I mean?
See, the thing about Miami is that it's very hot, and I wanted you to feel at home here.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Do you feel steamy?
I feel amazing, honestly. Like the sound, everything is great. Like it makes me feel home.
Wonderful. So let's begin this podcast with a nice little cheers. I made some
Cheers,
espressos.
brother. Thank you.
Boom. Yes.
Really good coffee, by the way.
Thank you so much. I'm very proud of my espresso maker.
Good stuff.
It's a Breville Bambino. No big deal. All right, so Matt. By the way, we should say your DJ name is
Deep Matt.
Deep Matt. Yeah, DeepMatt. People can find you where?
Deep Matt Music on Instagram. Well, actually everywhere, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. So one thing that my platform really highlights is the local spots. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not like a local Miami guy. I'm a local Tampa guy. That being said, I've been to Space probably 8 or 9 times. Mm-hmm. I've been to Treehouse many times, and that's it. That's all I know. I don't know many other places to go out if I want to see some underground greasy fucking house in Miami. So like, hit me with some spots.
Well, honestly, the Miami industry is always changing. Like literally since 2022 now to 2023. There has been a couple spots that have been open. There's some other spots that have been closed too. I used to DJ a lot in a place that was called Le Rouge. That literally was an amazing spot because literally whenever you went into that place, the DJ booth was like literally in the middle of the club.
Oh, I love when it's set up like that.
Literally. So the sound system was good too. And honestly, what I really like about Le Rouge is that, we're talking about Miami. We're talking about a city that is always full of headliners, big artists coming from different parts of the world. And literally it's really hard to find a place that they open the doors to Miami locals, because the industry is so tough there. So Le Rouge was a really good spot that unfortunately they had to close.
Where in Miami was Le Rouge?
That place was located in Wynwood.
It was in Wynwood. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Really cool spot, honestly.
And do we know like how long it was open for, or why it closed or anything like that?
I believe Le Rouge was open only for a year and a half.
Okay. Is it something else now?
Apparently, I don't know. Miami is a city that is growing so much right now that apparently they bought the whole land and apparently they're gonna do like something really big over there. Honestly, I don't know if it's going to be about house music, but I know the people that used to work in Le Rouge and, right now they're working on some other projects, but, we're still waiting. I still don't know what they're going to do. But one thing about Miami, bro, is that literally the industry is always changing.
So the industry is always changing in Miami. one thing that I found when I left South Florida and I moved to Tampa in early 2021 is Factory Town.
That's a really cool spot, actually.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
So that started after I left.
Yeah.
Like what is that?
Well, Factory Town is they don't open all the time. They just open like for a specific times of the year. For example, Halloween, December, Miami Music Week. It's a really cool spot because it's so big that literally, this Factory Town is managed by Link Miami Rebels, which is the same company that they manage Space. Now they open a new club that is called Jolene Sound. So, we're talking about like big leagues,
they're booking the big names.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Factory Town is not always open, but whenever they open, they throw really good parties. I went, actually this year, the best party that I ever had in Factory Town was, what was it called? It was called, I forgot the name of the party, but literally it was like a whole, Get Lost. It was called Get Lost.
It was called Get Lost. Okay.
What a great scenario, because literally Factory Town is so big that in every single place of Factory Town, they have different scenarios. There was a circus scenario. There was like a warehouse scenario.
Okay, so you're saying that word scenario a lot. Is like when you say scenario, do you mean like different stages?
Different stages.
Different
yes.
stages. Okay, okay. But they call them. But Factory, the lingo is scenario.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I actually love that.
Scenario 1, scenario 2.
And is each scenario a different vibe? Like is one of them minimal? Is one of them progressive or something?
Right, but I really think that it was more the concept that Get Lost wanted to give to the party, because I also went for Black Coffee and the scenario was the same. It was just like a big party, but for Get Lost, dude, like they had like different decorations, different environments.
That's so cool.
So I love Space. I've been to Space plenty of times, but it's always the same. You only see like the club space. It's great, but I like the fact that they try to build a concept that you could feel like in different type of ways. Also, the music in every stage was different. So, for example, the circus, it was like, you could see the sunrise. It was amazing, like a really cool housey vibe. But then you went to the warehouse because the circus closed, and then it was like a warehouse vibe. So it was a really great party, actually. Yeah.
So, okay, so to bring it back, to reel it into the initial question, which was about like other sort of local housey places. So we talked about La Rouge, which no longer exists. We talked about Factory Town, which I think that it's fair to say that's not necessarily local. Like that's
really,
like
yeah.
the big time stuff. So like, let's say that I was going to Miami for like a week or something, and I want to go to Space and I want to go to Treehouse, but I've been there before. Like I want to try something new. What give me the deep Matt recommendation? You got to check out this cool spot.
I will say M2.
What's M2?
M2 is actually like after my flight to, I'm gonna be playing there tonight.
So you're playing at M2 tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's gonna be my first time playing there, but I already been there. They also book like really big artists as well, but they do open the doors for local DJs too. And honestly, I'm about to, giving the opportunity to everybody, because everybody has a dream. Everybody wants to, step up in the game. And in Miami, it's really hard because there's so many artists around and so many headliners and so many places that they book big artists. And M2 is a really good nightclub. They have an amazing sound system, good lighting, good effects and everything. And they also give the opportunity to local DJs to, hey, like you can do your best. You can open to a headliner, which is really hard with places such as, 800 Lucky. 800 Lucky is really good too. I don't know if you've been. Have you been?
Now that you're saying that, I went to 1-800 Lucky about a year ago, and I saw Joe K perform with Solection, which was just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a really cool spot too. And they also open
no requests, just dance, right?
Literally, they have the sign on top of the DJ booth, no requests, just dance.
Yeah. It's
a really cool spot too, but I like to try new places because I like to see new ideas with different people. What is the concept that they're gonna bring in the table? And I will say M2 is a really good spot for you.
Cool. Okay, so I wanna shift. Okay,
go ahead.
So before I go into where I want to go, how long have you been DJing for?
So I've been DJing since Professionally, I will say since 2017.
Since 2017, and
Yes.
it's currently June 29th, 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been 6-ish years, give or take. Now, obviously, that means that you have a lot of experience.
I tried to, yes.
Right. Now, with your 6 years of experience in DJing, you're in Tampa, you're here to DJ, you're flying back, you're going to DJ somewhere else. Right now, you're on a talk show about freaking DJs. So, what is some good advice that you can give to someone who wants to get booked at places like M2, places like Le Rouge when it was still around, places like 1-800-LUCKY? What's some good advice you can give to a DJ?
I honestly think before thinking in the places that you're going to play, you really got to understand why you're DJing for. Are you DJing for because you're looking at career? Are you DJing for because you're trying to have fun? I see my profession as a career. And honestly, I took my time at the beginning just to learn how house music works, the different subgenres that we have. And honestly, when you start following your dream, like literally things start coming along. When you see the passion, when you see the effort, because it's not only about DJing, because a lot of people see DJing is just a matter of, playing, having fun, having drinks.
Pressing buttons.
Literally, it's not only about that. It's about dedication. You take time downloading tracks, doing your marketing. I will say you always got to keep dreaming and know why you're trying to become. That's literally my best advice. Then when you have that experience and when you understand the concept of house, which is like a really big concept that you can go in different ways in different subgenres too, then you start seeing that things are going to start shifting your way. That's what I would say.
So what you're saying is that you need to figure out your why.
Mm-hmm.
You need to figure out why you are delving into this passion, why you are DJing. Is it to DJ at bars?
Mm-hmm.
Is it to where there's going to be a bunch of people drinking and talking? Is it to DJ at dance club, like nightclubs,
Mm-hmm.
like Space and stuff
Exactly.
like that? And then sort of dive professionally into your why. Dive professionally into what you see yourself doing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly. Because even when I started, I remember my first gig was unpaid. I had to bring my whole equipment. But because of that gig, I met other people that like my style and they started booking me in different places. Or let's talk about restaurants. Let's talk about boats and yachts. Miami is a really big city in regards to yachts. So, like you really... every opportunity that you have, you got to take advantage of it. You're literally never going to know the person that you're going to meet on a gig. I have met amazing people when I was playing or during playing. And honestly, you just got to trust the progress, I will say, yeah.
So wait, I want to hear more about this gig that you brought out all of your equipment to. Was this like a very early gig?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Where was it?
So back in 2000, I always been into house music. Back in Colombia, I used to hear house music all the time. And then when I came to Miami, I met this guy that he had a beer. He was playing in a place that is called Barseco. His name is Umber. And then I tried to introduce myself to him, and he literally was like, hey, if you want, I can teach you how to DJ. So he was actually the first guy who gave me that gig. So, he didn't know me. He didn't know who I was. And he offered me to play with him in that gig. So I brought all my equipment. I was really excited about it. So...
What equipment did you have? Did you have like CDJs and like a
no,
DJM
of course
and stuff?
not. I used to play with Serato because at the beginning I didn't know what record box was.
Right.
I didn't know anything about DJing at all. I knew that I liked the music. I knew that I was always into it, but I never thought to get professional about it. I just like literally just went with the flow, I guess.
Right. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. So I want to sort of like talk about like your step 2. And what I mean by that is this. Step 1, why are you DJing? Like, what's your why? Like you talked about. Like I asked you for advice and you said like, why are you DJing? You got to answer that question. Okay, like let's say that, John Smith is a DJ who has his why. He wants to be a club DJ. He wants to make records, and he wants to, like, and one of his biggest goals is to DJ at Club Space. And he lives in Miami. He doesn't live in Brickell just yet, but he lives in like Hialeah or something, and he's working hard. Like, what is the step 2? Like, how do you get to that next place?
Produce music. Also have a really good marketing. Because to be really honest, I have met a lot of really good producers that literally they just produce, but they don't sell themselves because they just like to be, I will say, behind the curtain. I will say, for a DJ to be successful enough, you need to have tracks. You need to find your own style. And also you need to promote yourself because I mean, if you don't promote yourself, like, you know, we're in the 21st century. Everything is about social media. Everything is about the connections that you know. And, you know, if you sell yourself in a good way, and also if you have tracks that are really specific of maybe what space is looking for, trust me, eventually they're going to reach out to you.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I was talking to a buddy of mine about this, and the balance between spending all of your time producing and spending all of your time marketing is hard to find, because you
Yes.
want to produce amazing music, but at the same time, if you know, Mr. Beast talks about thumbnails, and he says, if they don't click on the video, they don't watch the video. And it's the same
Right.
thing with house music. Yeah, you can make the greatest song that's ever been made ever. You can make "Losing It" by Fisher. Yeah, you can make like some absolutely undeniably marketable, amazing song. But if you don't have the marketing behind it, then too bad, so sad. But then the problem is, like, marketing isn't easy.
I had to hire somebody to help me out at the beginning.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, exactly. And it's like, if you spend all your time marketing, then it's going to be hard to make the song. So what it really seems like the answer is production comes first. Production comes first.
100%.
Make the song, and then come up with a good marketing strategy.
I agree. And honestly, like, production is such a big, like, if you want to step up, if you want to be not anymore like a local DJ, or if you want to start like meeting different places or something like that, you for real got to produce. Like, because if not, I will say everybody can DJ. If you really have a passion about music, and if you really want to learn it like professional, you can. But not a lot of people can produce. I will tell you that.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people. It's really hard.
Yeah.
You have to be really creative. It's like sometimes when I sit in my room, I'm literally like, oh, maybe I should add like another clap, or maybe another kick, or maybe these vocals. You know, it's like a whole different world for sure.
Yeah. How have you seen yourself progress in the last 6 years? You know, in 4 years, you'll have been DJing for a decade. So the last 6 years, I'm sure you've seen a lot of progression. Can you talk about that?
Yes, of course. So, I first of all, well, my name Deep Matt came because I wanted to.
No, we're good. Yeah.
I wanted to focus more into deep house.
Okay.
But then when I started like recognizing more sounds, more stuff that you can add into the music, and then I started like focusing more into different genres. I will say I'm a kind of DJ that I have house from deep house, organic, melodic, tribal. I have a little bit of everything because I love every single vibe. But honestly, like, it's just been a progression because you start finding your own sound, and then people start recognizing you because of the music that you play. So right now, like more tech house, people who book me, like for example, in bigger nightclubs, such as when I used to play at Le Rouge, at Treehouse, you know, now in M2, they recognize the vibe that I play, and that's the reason why they book me, because I'm pretty much, you know, I'm the kind of DJ that they say, okay, this is the vibe that we're looking for, this kind of party. This is the kind of DJ that we want to create this environment that we're looking for. So it's been a learning experience, honestly, because I thought I was only going to be a deep house DJ, because at the beginning I was just doing it for fun. But then when I started seeing the opportunities that rise by itself, because literally you get into a point that before you used to look so much for for gigs, but now, like, literally people start like reaching out to you, like, hey, I saw you playing here, I like your content, I wanna book you for my event. So, you know, you start seeing that progression, because honestly, like, you don't look for for gigs that much, because the gigs are just coming to you pretty much.
What are some red flags that you see when people try to book you?
Red flags. Sometimes I have received DMs.
You know what? Let me ask you a better question. What questions do you ask someone when they're trying to book you?
How many hours are you looking for me to play? what kind of type of music are you looking to play? Because honestly, Miami's so open that you really need to ask what they're really looking for. For private events, I ask, hey, do I need to bring my own equipment? Do I need to bring, the whole setup? I ask those type of questions. Yes.
So have you been in a situation before where like you show up with the wrong type of music and people are sort of giving you the side eye?
Not really, because honestly, we have something that is called electronic press kit. And it's like a kind of resume that you send to places in order that, it's like a
Like
resume.
an EPK.
Yeah, exactly. And usually whoever books me, the first thing that I do is to send that over, because I don't want to be in a place that they tell me, hey, you got to play this, you got to play that. No, I want people who book me to understand what I play, what I like, and if they like it, great. And if they don't, well, maybe I'm not the right fit.
What's in your EPK?
I have the places that I have played, the cities that I have played in, in the States. I also have played internationally in Colombia. I also have, my tech rider, which is
I was gonna ask, like, what's your rider?
my rider, CDJ 3000, DGM, RMX. I will say 3 CDJs will be really good. Yeah.
Okay, have you like put anything special in your rider ever? Like, I want M&Ms or like some shit like that.
Bottle service, please.
Lovely. Yeah, my rider is always I just need 2 bottles of wine and a few wine glasses. That's all I want.
Yeah, for real.
I'm simple.
Because sometimes it has happened that, a lot of nightclubs ask you, hey, how many girls you can bring? I have friends and everything, but like, the nightclub needs to take care of them, because if not, like, they're just going to be going around and,
Yeah, exactly.
you got to take care of your friends, not only girls, also your guys. I love to invite all my friends, like the friends that have been with me since the beginning, and just like, hey, bro, let's have a great time. And then when I finish my set, they're like, bro, you did a great job. And we have fun. And when I see my people happy, it makes me happy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like, speaking of like, you're showing up, you have your rider, you have like bottle service and stuff. Like, in 5 years, what does that rider look like? Like, where is Deep Matt in 5 years?
Well,
and by the way, I'm very excited for the 5-year anniversary of this, where we'll do another interview and we'll talk.
I would love to.
Yeah.
I will see myself play more often in different. It will happen.
Yeah.
In different places in South America.
Oh wow.
Hoping in Europe as well, but I'm focusing more into South America because I do have a lot of connections in Medellin, my hometown.
Cool.
So I'm trying to build my network over there. I'm actually trying over there because I'm going to do a live stream in a place that is called Guatapeo, which is going to be really nice. I see myself making bangers, honestly, making bangers. Like,
in what genre?
Well, the thing is, like, you can become so creative that sometimes when you hear artists such as Jamie Jones, Loco Dice, artists like that, sometimes you don't even define what they're playing. They're just being creative because they literally are just making music at the time that they're playing. So I want to create my own vibe. I'm still working on it. My vibe right now is tech house, really groovy tech house. I love that. But you never know. Maybe I'm gonna be the pioneer of a new subgenre house music. You never know. You gotta be ambitious.
Move,
you gotta be ambitious. So I see myself doing that, and honestly, just enjoying life. Because also at the same time, this is a topic that I wanted to talk about as a DJ. And when you start having so many gigs, opportunities, there's always party. The after of the after of the after party. I will say last year I literally stopped losing my focus just because of I just wanted to enjoy the moment. I wanted to hear the good artists. I wanted to keep partying that I lost a lot of opportunities because of that. But now with that experience, I will say now this year is going to be way different because I already understand the concept and the boundaries that you need to have for the kind of industry that we live in,
I feel like it could just be so easy to get lost in the party because that's what you're doing. Like, you're not just going to the party. You are the party.
Exactly.
And people expect you to be like, hey, we're going to this after. We're going to be there until 11 a.m. tomorrow morning.
And trust me, in Miami, a city like Miami, after, trust me, you can find another after.
Yeah.
Or a yacht party or something like that. Literally, Miami, we're talking about a city that literally you can find party Monday through Sunday, nonstop.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like now that I'm not partying that much, I'm focusing more on my stuff. I'm like, damn, I really could party like literally the whole week.
Yeah.
But, right now we're in different
but then
vibe.
You know, Matt, The other side of that same coin is like, if you're not showing face at these afters,
You lost connections.
yeah, that because at the afters, that's where business is done.
Yeah, and I'm not saying you.
That's where decisions are made.
Yeah, I'm not saying
That's where bookers are telling people that,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'll book you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's different. Like, yeah, you can every once in a while go and support a friend that is playing in an after party.
Right.
But if you're getting booked for an after party and you're the one that you're playing, you receive a different kind of attention. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So
Yes.
I'm not saying that, oh my God, Deep Matt is not going to go out of his house because of this. No, I do make my connections and this and that, but I try to keep my boundaries now because trust me, like I love music. I love to be in a really good party. I love to be with my friends. And to be really honest, like, if I want to really step up on my game, because with the time that you're partying, you can be producing, you can be doing different stuff that maybe is going to grow more into your career.
Yeah.
You really got to manage your time. You know what I mean? You really got to manage your
Yeah.
time. The same thing that we were talking about. We're talking about the marketing, like how you sell yourself and also producing music. Dude, you got to find your balance.
Yeah.
You got to have time for everything. At least dedicate 2 hours for this, 2 hours for that. And when you're organized and you're responsible, trust me, you're going to really go really high in life for sure.
Yeah, and you know what's easy? You know what's very, very easy? Going out and partying. It's very, very easy.
For me, I love it.
And yeah, it's super fun. It's great. I mean, who doesn't love going out and partying? But here's the thing, man. Like, a lot of people ask me, like, oh, how do you get booked here? How do you get booked there? Because, I have a lot of people on the pod, and we talk about that. Here's the answer. Here's how you get booked, okay? You go out, you show support, you put someone on your story, you go out again. Hey, how'd you get booked here? Oh, can you put me in contact with them? You talk to that person. That's connections. That's easy. You know what's hard? Music production. And a piece of advice that it has been sprinkled around this podcast ubiquitously is this. 5 years. Lock it in. Make your music. Don't worry about DJing. None of that stuff. Doesn't matter. I don't care how old you are.
Literally.
Just 5 years. Just commit to yourself to just locking it in and making music.
Exactly.
Then, after 5 years, you'll have at least like 15 bangers that at least you like and you've shown to your people and they like, and then start DJing.
Exactly, because when you have a resume that you have already tracks that you can get signed with this X or Y record label, then people are going to start looking at you differently. But also, and this is what I also want to do with my new EP that is going to be released in August, I want to start making music videos for those tracks that I'm going to create.
Ooh, any ideas for those music videos?
Oh, I have a bunch of ideas, dude.
Yeah, let's hear some. Let's hear some.
Well, I like to, one of the tracks that I'm working with a Spanish singer.
Okay.
That track is a tech house track that has Spanish vocals.
Cool.
And I would love to do something with her. I don't know, like, we're not dating, we're friends, but I would love to, I don't know, maybe do some scenes that we're dating or something like that, that she's singing on the beach or something like that. And I'm DJing with my board, like with my DJ set.
Love it.
Then maybe after, get into a convertible and then go to a club that I'm playing, and then I play that. Dude, trust me, I have a bunch of ideas that I don't even know how to organize.
Dude, that's real. Awesome. See, I'm a weirdo, man. Like, if I was doing like some kind of music video, it would be just some goofy shit. Like, I would have like, it would be like me in like a Speedo, like in a carpet store.
Have you seen this video, like, Fisher, that he's working out, like something like that, right?
It would be like me in like an American flag Speedo, and in like a carpet store with like a bunch of like mediocre looking Jewish chicks, like and they all have like lawnmowers,
so specific,
and they're all just like mowing the carpets. Or something, and there's just like a really hot and steamy tech house song behind it.
Bro, I can guarantee you're gonna get 1 million views for sure.
Yeah. Or just like a bunch of fucking like short bald dudes just like in the desert, just like picking the thorns off of like cactuses and shit.
Holy shit!
And just like putting them in a mason jar. Like, that'd be pretty cool. I'd watch.
I gotta say, you're more creative than me. That's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like that'd be kind of cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, like, I support your idea, that's for sure. But, I really think that whenever you create tracks and if you do some content for, again, we touch base on marketing again.
Yeah.
Like, if you create, let's talk about this Fisher music video that he's working out so crazy.
You want to talk about who has cool marketing? Do you know Daniel Orpy?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Dude, his here, turn 3 all the way up.
Of course. Right
And,
here?
yeah, just all the way up. Just all the way up. Yeah.
All the way
okay,
up.
Amanda, grab the microphone. Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
So,
Is that a dream you've had?
what?
With the bald guys picking thorns
Oh,
off
she was
the
really paying attention to it, huh?
bald guys picking thorns off the cactus.
Yeah, Amanda, you know too much.
It's great.
Okay,
Sorry.
Amanda, can you go on my phone and just go on YouTube and search Daniel Orpi? Orpi is ORPI.
I know what you're gonna say.
What?
You
What
know,
am I gonna say?
Like he has this animated 3D.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
have seen his music videos.
Of course, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so funny.
So creative.
And it's just like great. Like it's so fun to watch.
But it's creative. You
Yeah.
know? Like I have seen so many good producers.
Uh-huh.
Amazing people that they produce only bangers, and they sell the music. They sell the music to record labels, and they put, I'm not gonna say the artist names, but they sell the music to these artists that have a bigger marketing scene.
Right.
And they just simply don't promote themselves because they don't know how to market themselves, pretty much.
Well,
yeah.
well, hold on. Let me be the devil on your shoulder, though. Let's say that you're a ghost producer and you're doing that, and you're making a ton of money just producing for other artists. I mean, who's the loser? Is anybody losing there? You know?
Well,
I mean,
I mean-
okay. Here's an example. Chris Stapleton. He is a country artist, and for like 2 decades, he made songs for every single country artist that you can name, like Blake Shelton, Luke Walsh, like all these people. I just made up that name, Luke Walsh.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
don't
who is
know.
this guy?
I don't know. Yeah, I just made that name up. But Chris Stapleton. Oh yeah, I'll take that. Thank you, Amanda. Chris Stapleton made a ton of songs for them, but he saved all the good ones for himself. And now for the listeners, look up the song Tennessee Whiskey. That's a Chris Stapleton song. It's fucking good.
Yeah, it is.
And yeah, you
Is
know,
it?
yeah. Okay, Daniel Orpi. I asked you to go on the YouTube app.
I'm sorry.
Oh God.
I didn't hear you.
How do you know? Oh yeah, she doesn't have the
Because I
headphones
don't
on.
have headphones.
Yeah, here, I'll just do it. Oh
I
my
actually
gosh.
have one gig that I had to open for Daniel Orpi.
Really?
Yeah.
What? How was that?
It was cool. I mean, sometimes when you open for bigger artists, like, you know, you start at the beginning of the set, so there's not, you know, like the hype of the prime hour, but you know, it's really cool to connect with bigger artists as well, and also it's really good to put it on your resume because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's from Spain.
Sorry. I don't know exactly where he's from, but I do have a question about opening for other artists. Okay. I'm just gonna say this. The number, and tell me if you agree. The number one rule for opening up for other artists is don't play their music.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So let's talk about the other. I think that's the golden rule. That's like too golden to even be a number. That's just like the golden rule. Now here's the number one rule. Don't be too hype. Right? What are your thoughts?
I mean, it really depends because honestly, there was a time that I opened at Le Rouge for James Hype. And,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I
Wow.
opened for James Hype once.
Wait,
and
were you direct support?
direct support, yes.
Nice.
Direct support with another colleague on me.
For the listeners, can you explain what direct support means?
Well, direct support is like you're going straight helping out the artist, you know,
Yeah, like in the lineup, you are right before the artist.
right before the artist,
Yeah.
yeah. So literally after I got off, like literally he started playing.
Nice.
You know, I mean, I respect his music. It's not the type of music that I play. And yeah, I do have heard a lot like, hey, try not to keep it really hype. But I'm the kind of guy that fuck rules, you know, like, and sometimes if I bring like a really good amount of people and for an artist like this, I remember that night I brought at least like 65 people.
Oh,
65 people.
That's nice.
So-
That's a ton of people.
So even though it was early, and even though the booker told me like, hey, you know what, you can play that hype. When I saw my people, you know, having fun, you know, this and that, I was like, you know what, fuck it. And then James got in and he was like, hey, cool shit, you know, good
Yeah,
shit.
nice.
And I'm like, thank you. And then I literally I spoke with the booker and I told him like, hey, I'm sorry if I went too high, but you know, I just wanted to like happen.
What did the booker say?
You did a good job.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, like I really feel that in regards to music, there's no standards. Like sometimes you just gotta be confident. You know?
Well, okay. For James Hype, I think it's cool to like, you know, go in and be hype because you're not going to do anything that James Hype can't do. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
James Hype is going to crush it and the crowd's going to
He
go
has
insane.
an amazing DJ skills.
Oh, he's
I
unreal.
can tell you that.
Yeah.
Unreal. Yeah.
But with that being said, if you're opening up for someone like Paco Osuna or or like Lee Burge. What's his name? Lee Burge.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, don't play like songs by Knock 2 or like Chris Lake. You know what I mean?
No, of course not. I mean, again, like sometimes at this point, like at the beginning, I was really focusing on, oh, what kind of music I'm gonna play, this and this and that. But honestly, like you just like you're like a scanner, dude. Like you literally just scan your environment. You scan the people, and then you play what you feel is comfortable for the vibe at the moment. You know what I mean?
Well, here's a question for you. When you're DJing, if you find that the crowd isn't really feeling it, what do you do to sort of get the crowd on your side?
I try to switch the vibe. Because, for example, I had one time that I was playing like really like low tech house, and then I saw like the people were just like, you know, just drinking, talking. That's not a point. You know, we're not in a restaurant, we're in a club.
Yeah.
So you just start reading the vibe, reading the crowd, and then you know, you switch it a little bit, and little by little, maybe you increase a little bit the BPMs, maybe 2 BPMs more, and then you know, everything starts getting hype, and you know, people start like enjoying more and feeling more comfortable, you know, because they don't go to a club just to have drinks, you know, they go to a club to freaking have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
So you literally just have to read the crowd, and if you see maybe a vibe that is not working properly for them, well, you switch it, and that's the beauty about house. How many subgenres of house there are? There's a bunch.
Yeah. So in line with this question, we're gonna do a little role play. Okay, Amanda, can you just like stand up and like just be next to him and just like follow my lead, okay? Just okay, and you're gonna pretend to DJ, okay? And you're gonna pretend to DJ. Yeah, you're gonna pretend to DJ. So just get up and stand right next to him, okay? So Amanda, just get up and stand right next to him. And so we're gonna role play. Matt. So I need you to just start pretending to DJ. Yeah. And wait, actually, okay, whatever. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're good. Okay. So just pretend to DJ. Pretend to start DJing. Now, Amanda, I want you. Okay, put those glasses on. That's actually perfect. And I want you to like loudly and obnoxiously request something ridiculous.
Oh, fucking.
Okay. So start, and the whole purpose of this, I want to see how you react to a ridiculous request. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And make the request ridiculous. Okay. So you're DJing.
I'm DJing.
And okay. And hold on. And scene.
I'm DJing.
Yeah. See. Okay. Go for it.
Play Bad Bunny.
I got you. Just give me a couple more tracks, okay? That's how I will react, honestly.
Okay. Wait. We're gonna keep going.
Okay.
So Amanda, say something like passive aggressive to like your friend who's like to your right. Like he's still not fucking playing my request.
He still doesn't play my fucking song.
So okay, now like go back up to the DJ and like be a little bit more rude.
Hey, I just asked you to play Bad Bunny. Play my song.
The manager has some standards, so I can't really play that right now.
Amanda, push it.
Oh my God, more.
I have that on Spotify. Like I can just play it.
Oh no, dude, for real.
I brought my USB.
Well, you're not in the flyer. I'm sorry.
and scene. Wow, that was wonderful. Oh take a bow, Amanda. Take a bow.
That was actually a good one. You're not on the flyer. I'm sorry, you can't play. Like, fuck, no, I'm not gonna use your USB either. You know?
Yeah. You know, like it's so funny when people say, "What do you mean you don't have that song? It's on Spotify."
Dude,
like
it drives me crazy.
Yeah, it's absurd.
It was one time 2 years ago that I literally, because in that time of the year I received so many requests from people that I literally got a shirt that says "no request."
Yeah,
for real.
And then people will still request songs.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's something that you have to deal with, honestly. Like, you can be a dick. You try to be as professional as you can, but when you're dealing with someone that is drunk or something, they can be really pushy, honestly. I had one time that one girl, apparently her ex-boyfriend was a DJ, and because I didn't play what she was looking for, she literally stopped the track on the CDJ.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
That should immediately get you kicked out of the club.
Well, that's what happened.
Oh, nice.
I mean, come on. I mean,
That's bad.
yeah, and I was I put the music right away, but of course the track started from the beginning. But I was like, that's something that you can deal with. Then I had a girl that literally I used to play in a place that is called A Street, bro. Drunk girl, extremely fucked up, bro. She spilled the whole margarita on the DJ.
Wait, on purpose or by accident?
No, I don't think it was on purpose. I think she was.
Did she did she destroy the DJ gear?
One CDJ, yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
People have no idea how expensive this shit is,
bro. Come on, yeah, for real. And the other thing is like that CDJ stopped working, so I only had one CDJ. So then how I'm gonna make the transitions?
Yeah,
if
exactly.
I only had one CDJ, I literally had to play on a loop for 45 minutes more.
That's terrible.
And just play with the effects just to try to create some ambience.
Right.
Dude, it has been crazy. I mean, I have a couple of stories, dude, for real.
Yeah. One of the first times I played at this bar in town, there's this bar called the Postcard Inn in St. Pete. It's like a beach bar. It's literally on the beach. And it's actually a really cool setup. Like there's like a whole DJ booth, and it's very, very cool. The first time I ever played there, I prepared hard, and I was ready to go at PCI.
Don't tell me.
And literally, I show up, right? And the whole energy of PCI, play sexy house. That's what it is. It needs to be family friendly, which is totally understandable, cool. Excuse me. No rap allowed, which is totally fine, great. I mean, I'm in. The first time I ever DJ at PCI, I'm setting up my stuff. I'm setting up. I'm not even DJing yet.
They didn't even start it.
And a patron walks up to me, and he taps me. He's like, "Excuse me, do you have Headlines by Drake?" And I look at him. I'm like, "Are you serious?" Like, I didn't. I'm very professional, but in a very professional way, I say, like, "Go fuck yourself." Like, in a very professional way, I say, "Hey man, I'm not even DJing yet. Like, hold your requests for at least when I have headphones on." You know what I mean?
Then I can tell you, no, I don't have it. I'm so sorry.
Exactly. So
for real.
I start DJing. As soon as I start DJing, "Hey, do you have Headlines?" And I look at him and I say, I don't have Headlines. Sorry, man. And he looks at me like I'm speaking a different language. "What do you mean you don't have Headlines?
What kind of DJ are you?
Yeah, what kind of DJ are you that you don't have Headlines by
Bro,
Drake?"
the thing is, like, people really don't understand that whenever
Wait, sorry. But before you go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just got to say, he asked me that about 4 times throughout the entire day.
He was drunk though?
He was drunk. No, yeah.
That explains a lot.
He was drunk, and it was just absolutely mind blowing. And people are so weird. This one woman, probably in like her mid 40s or something, she got so angry that I wouldn't play any salt and pepper. And I love salt and pepper, but I just don't have any salt and pepper. Sorry. Honestly, I should have some salt and pepper for PCI. Thank you, ma'am. And one thing that I say a lot for when people make a request is, if I don't have it, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's such a good song, but I don't have it. You know what? Next time I DJ, be here and I'll have it."
Perfect excuse. And then the problem is that if he shows up to the same place, "Oh, do you have the song already?" You're like, "I don't know. I forgot the USB that I had that song. I'm so sorry. I owe it for the next one, I guess."
Yeah.
Like, people sometimes when they ask that kind of request and they don't understand, why you play, and they just think that you can get the music from Spotify. I mean, sometimes it can be really ridiculous when they ask these kind of questions,
So when's your flight?
My flight's around 8:45. I have time. We're 10 minutes away from the airport, right?
Yeah, but like, we should get going. Like,
Let's go.
we should do the takeover. That was an incredible interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, guys, for real.
Yes, for the listeners, I love you. Peace.
Peace.
Amazing.
We had a lot of really good stuff.
Yeah, that was great. I'm really happy that we